Assalamu alaikum, bienvenidos, and welcome to the Theimpactplay. My name is Muhammad, otherwise known as It's Yago, and I'm your show host and your producer on the ones and twos, and we are your one-stop shop for the news, discussions, and reviews around gaming, tech, entertainment, sports, esports, and music. We're also keen on uplifting voices and even highlighting news stories. You can join us live over at twitch.tv/Theimpactplay and by clicking on the notification bell so you will be notified when we go live or later on YouTube or even on your favorite podcast platform. Simply search for Theimpactplay. So no matter however you consume your content or whatever you consume it, we are there. Your support keeps the lights running and keeps the content rolling. You can learn more by joining us over on Discord, where you can get access to some exclusive content, including ad-free version of the show, whole ton of content for everyone else, and more. To make it easier to become a supporter, you can simply join our Discord server and click on the subscribe button, and you'll be able to be a part of this ever-growing exclusive library of content for you guys. We're also epic partners. Every purchase you make within the Epic Store, whether it be Rocket League, Fortnite, Fall Guys, and more. And no matter the platform, Nintendo Switch, PC, Xbox, and even on PlayStation. You just use our credit code Theimpactplay and definitely go a long way in supporting us here on Theimpactplay with no extra cost to you. So once again, that credit code is Theimpactplay. This episode of the Theimpactplay is also sponsored by Audible. However, we'll tell you about that later. And the agenda, we have the Microsoft Activision Blizzard has finally been approved in the US. A Call of Duty The Boys collab. The next Call of Duty has been revealed. EA is working on a Black Panther game. The Develop Star Awards introducing Xbox voice reporting. The ID at Xbox Showcase in Demo Fest. Major Nelson is retiring. The Galaxy Watch 6 has seemingly leaked. Google Play has greenlit NFTs. The FCC is investigating AI. The 2023 Emmy nominees. SAG-AFTRA is on strike. The Flash is integrating Web3. The WNBA All-Star Weekend. Lionel Messi has joined Tier Miami. The Scottish Open. The Sky Esports Skirmish. The 2023 PUBG Mobile Invitational. All teams that have qualified for the 2023 Apex Legends Global Series Championships. Round 2 of the Billboard Fan Army Face-Off. The Global Citizen Festival lineup. The complete Barbie soundtrack has finally been revealed. Lil Durk has been hospitalized. New music by Usher. Jadakiss, the City Girls, and the top stories of the week. So welcome to our very first segment of the show, where we discuss what we have been playing until enjoying essentially what we have been up to. Let's see what have I been up to. I haven't been playing much. Watching wise, I'm all caught up on Secret Invasion. So we're currently on episode 4, which is our review cast. Of course, is available for each episode separately, independently, up to episode 4. Playing wise, I haven't played really anything. I've been busy with my day job and just making content on my own thing, and just working on the Theimpactplay as well. I'm trying to think, what else do I have for you? Yeah, that's about it. I guess we're getting into the news, folks, and I'm going to start with some housekeeping. Introducing Steam Impact, born in Atlanta and powered by the Theimpactplay. Learn more by visiting isteamimpact.com. Once again, that is isteamimpact.com. Steam Impact and all of its affiliates are property and trademark of the Theimpactplay. All rights reserved. You can sign up for your free dedicated trial and immediately get access to 1 credit. If you're Amazon Prime, get access to 2 credits. It's good for any premium title. Simply go to audibletrial.com/Theimpactplay. Once again, that is audibletrial.com/Theimpactplay. Alrighty, folks. So now, for housekeeping, I guess we have a slew of content for you on our YouTube channel. So youtube.com/Theimpactplay, where we have literally all the Apex Legends Global Series Year 3 split into playoffs. We have literally all days available. All those live streams are available as VODs on our YouTube channel. So youtube.com/Theimpactplay is where you want to be to get that content, as well as all our review casts for Secret Invasion episodes 1 through 4. They're available on our YouTube channel, as well as podcast services around the globe. So that's all we have for housekeeping, folks. We're going to move on to gaming. And the first one up is everything revolving the Microsoft Activision of acquisition of Activision Blizzard here in the US. So we have all the updates for you folks. The first ones are coming from The Verge, where the FCC, no, I'm sorry, this is an appealing. Hold on, I want to read it. This one, okay. So the first one is Microsoft has won in the FCC fight to buy Activision Blizzard. Coming from The Verge, so the California judge is allowing Microsoft to close its acquisition of Activision Blizzard after 5 days of grueling testimony. Microsoft still faces an ongoing antitrust case by the FTC, but Judge Jacqueline Scott Corley has listened to arguments from both the FTC and Microsoft and decided denying the regulator's request for a preliminary injunction. And as we're already aware, the FCC actually appealed. You're trying to get it denied. And they've actually lost that appeal coming from The Verge as well. So FCC is appealing a recent U.S. court order that cleared the way for the Microsoft to purchase Activision Blizzard. The FCC filed its opposition to Judge Jacqueline Scott Corley's decision, asking for the deal to be paused once more. But Microsoft, let's see. So this is just the appeal. And now coming from CNBC, the Microsoft has, hold on, give me a second, I gotta clear this ad, has lost its court base to temporarily block the Microsoft's acquisition deal. So the appeals court denied a motion for an injunctive relief from the FTC, which has opposed Microsoft's acquisition of game publisher Activision Blizzard. So the only obstacle left is over in the UK with the CMA, so they're working to resolve that matter, and the companies, apparently, according to now, the deal is apparently, they want to close the deal by the 18th. So next up, we have The Verge reporting that Sony has finally agreed to a 10-year Call of Duty deal with Microsoft, coming from The Verge. So they have agreed to a binding contract to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation. And this is coming from Phil Spencer tweeting this. We were pleased to announce that Microsoft and PlayStation have signed a binding agreement to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation following the acquisition of Activision Blizzard. We look forward to a future where players globally have more choices to play their favorite games. But apparently it doesn't say nothing about 10 years, but it just says it's a binding contract. But Carrie Perez, head of global communications at Xbox, confirmed that 10-year commitment to The Verge, that the deal is only for Call of Duty. Okay. Okay, so it is a 10-year deal and is exclusively just for Call of Duty. So that's all it's limited to, that title for 10 years. That's funny how they finally accepted that. Alright, let me see. I think that's all we got on that acquisition. See, that's all we got. So I guess moving on to the Develop Star Awards coming from Games.biz. So, actually, let's give a hot take on the whole acquisition nonsense that's been happening. So, like I said, it was inevitable. So, the only obstacle left is the CMA. It's funny how the FCC, they try to go against them. Like, they try to appeal them. Like, literally, the only argument was of Call of Duty. I'm like, it's more than just Call of Duty. That's why they're signing all these 10-year deals with all these different streaming platforms, services, and what have you, because it's more than just Call of Duty. I love how they all thought, oh no, Call of Duty is gonna be. I'm like, come on, like literally, they're signing 10-year deals with almost, well, it was literally everybody they signed it with, and PlayStation was the last one that signed it. But I'm surprised they actually gave them that deal. Because they're the only ones that didn't want it, right? So, you're not getting it then. That's literally what should have happened. But, all in all, we're going to move on to the Developer Star Awards. It took place on the 12th of July, as this recording. God of War Ragnarok from Santa Monica took home 3 awards: Best Game, Best Narrative, Best Audio, Horizon Call of the Mountain, Best Visual Art, and Best Technical Innovation. Sustainable Star Award, which was awarded to Us Two Games. Studio also won Best Mobile Game for Desta, The Memories Between. Other winners for our independent developers: Roll 7 won Best Studio. Hi-Fi Rush from San Diego GameWorks was awarded Best Original IP. And Dr. Joe Twist OBE was honored with the Special Recognition Award for her decade of contributions to the industry. So thank you for that. And now we have an update for you from Game Developer in regards to that Destiny 2 player that was harassing Bungie developer has been ordered by the court to pay $500,000 for harassing a Bungie community manager. So Jesse James Comer has been ordered to pay almost $500,000 for harassing a Bungie community manager, referred to as D-Do, because the studio chose to promote artwork created by a black fan during its My Destiny 2 Story Community Spotlight series. The judge issued the order on July 11th and shared online. Comer has begun a campaign of racist, sarcastic terrorism against the studio and Do. It explains how Comer would target Do by using a text-now voice over IP service to leave hideous, bigoted voicemails and repeatedly ask Bungie to create options in its game in which only persons of color would be killed. Comer also targeted his wife, leaving threatening and frightening voicemails that indicated he knew where they lived and could assault them. He could also use an anonymous number to place a cash on delivery pizza order to further intimidate them. So it's a good thing. So literally, there's no other way of saying this, is mess around and learn the consequences. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Plain and simple. You don't go harass developers and community managers just for doing their jobs, just because you're a racist bigot. You don't like anything? Do not play it. Plain and simple. You don't like anything? Don't do it. You don't have to do anything. Alright, so kudos to Bungie for stepping up to the developer, helping out with everything. So next up, we have Unity has announced Safe Voice coming from GamesIndustry.biz. It's a technology that intends to detect toxic game behavior. The tool analyzes tone, loudness, and pitch to provide insights to game studios to maintain more positive communities. It'll be activated when users flag harmful behaviors in the game, and the feature can also monitor activities in the game that indicate toxic actions, which as abrupt exits and muting other players. The tool will also provide detailed session dashboards of player interactions. So kudos to them. So Unity Safe Voice is currently in closed beta and it joins Microsoft Xbox voice reporting safety features, which I'm going to report to next. Coming from the Xbox Wire. So Xbox has launched a new voice reporting feature empowering players with the option to capture and report inappropriate in-game voice chat. So its latest safety feature allows players to capture and report inappropriate voice activity in any multiplayer game with in-game voice chat on the Xbox Series X, S, and the One. Players who experience or witness inappropriate verbal behavior can now capture, report later, minimizing impact to the gameplay. Xbox's player reporting and evidence capabilities now cover all content, including text, image, and video and voice, further supporting player safety. The voice reporting feature will be available first to Xbox insiders to gather feedback from the community. Now, let's see. So, how it works. Players have full control. You can choose what to capture and report. Their feature is designed so only you, the player, can initiate the capture of the last 60 seconds of gameplay activity. They're required for content moderation purposes only. While this feature works similarly of how you would capture game video, any capture clips using the voice moderation feature are only for content moderation purposes. They will not appear on your recent captures, and clips cannot be downloaded, modified, or shared. Only you have access to the clip until you submit it with your report. Xbox is not saving or uploading any voice clips without you, the player, choosing to start the reporting process. The clip lives on your console for 24 online hours, giving you the flexibility to either submit immediately or wait until you're ready. Although we'll also send you a reminder to report if you haven't completed one within the 24-hour period. If you decide not to report, the clip will be erased from your console automatically. They've also made updates to our notifications feature so the player can submit the report. Also get notifications about whether or not Xbox took action on the report submitted. So kudos to Xbox for this. And speaking of Xbox, Major Nelson is retiring after 20, coming from, I guess, a thread from his official account. After 20 incredible years, I will be leaving Xbox as I step back and work on the next chapter of my career. I want to thank the millions of gamers around the globe who have included me as part of their lives. Thank you to Xbox team members for trusting me to have a direct dialogue with our members. The future is bright for Xbox, and as a gamer, I'm excited to see the evolution. Thank you, and see you online. And he also put a reply as well that the official Xbox podcast will be taking a hiatus this summer. We'll come back in a new format. Okay, so thank you, Major Nelson, for all of you have done. All right, so now we have the IGN ID at Xbox Digital Showcase that showed all of 20 upcoming titles, and we have everything coming for you from the Xbox Wire. So Axiom Verge 2 is now available on Xbox. Birth, it will be launched on Xbox July 28th. Dreamers, pre-orders begin July 9th, which is available now actually. And then there is an exclusive demo as well. Okay, so pre-orders will offer 10% discount and gain exclusive access to a special demo. Okay, so you have to pre-order the game in order to get access to the demo. So we have Everspace 2. Will come to Xbox Series XS with Xbox Game Pass on August 15th. And we have Hellboy Web of Wire. I feel like we've heard this title before. It was announced somewhere. Jack Back Party Pack 10. that was a long one. Hypnotorious. Karateka, sorry. I heard that wrong. Monolith Requiem of the Ancients. Mythforth is releasing September 12th on the Xbox Series X and S. Rainroll Downpour. Roman Sands. Scarlet Deer Inn. Sea of Stars. Second Wave. Solace State. Stray Souls. Stumble Guys. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Vampire Survivors. And apparently it'll have couch co-op starting August 17th. Okay, so it's available now. And local co-op. So it's only couch co-op that's going to be available. Wordless. And that's about it on that front. Now in regards to Demo Fest, we have that update for you coming from the Xbox Wire as well. So these demos you could download and play these games up until tomorrow. I was just recording, so the 17th, it's the last day. Demos are as follows for 7 titles. So we have Alchemist Potion Manager from Art Game Studio. Alisa from Casper Crows and Top Hat Studios. Dynacats from Replaney. Knights of Braveland from Ilanda Games. Marble It Up Ultra from Marble It Up? That doesn't make sense, but yeah. Metal Mint from World Laxi Studio and Nihome Entertainment. The Night of the Rabbit from Daedalic Entertainment. And let's see. That's about it. there's a lot more, but that was just like the highlight of it. Alright, so we have you ever want to feel the experience of being stabbed in Assassin's Creed? Well, you can. This is what's coming from Engadget. So Ubisoft is teaming up with OWO to release an Assassin's Creed Mirage Edition haptic feedback shirt. And you'll put it on and you feel parkour impacts and exclusive sensation never felt before. You may so the OWO shirt includes haptic points on your chest, stomach, lower back, and arms. The shirt is an algorithm that adjusts to 9 wave parameters to simulate interactions ranging from the wind to a dagger. You use the mobile app to calibrate sensations and in specific games or replace them with your own. So compatible games will rely on mods for Fortnite, including Beat Saber. So there's also Crisis, Renegade 2 Reloaded, Joan War, and it'll work with the PS4, I think they meant PS5 because they put PS4 twice. Xbox One, Xbox Series X, S, and PC. It'll be released October 12th. I'll include a game code for Assassin's Creed Mirage. The Founding Edition will be sold for €499 or $560 here in the US. It'll be part of a 2,000 unit batch. It won't necessarily reflect the final price. But let me show you this article. How it's gonna look like. So for all you audio listeners, you're definitely missing out. If you're unable to join us live, be sure to come back and check the out either on Spotify or on YouTube.com/Theimpactplay. So this is the shirt, folks. That's about it. Okay, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Okay, I'm gonna close this now. On to the next one. So EA is making a single-player Black Panther game coming from Engadget as well. So a report is as follows. Marvel and EA have revealed the second game they're making together as part of a deal between the two. It's a single-player Black Panther game. It will be an action-adventure title with a third-person perspective. Suggesting it'll share some similarities with the lines of Insomniac's Spider-Man titles. According to Marvel, Cliffhanger aims to build an expansive and reactive world that empowers players to experience what it's like to take on the mantle of Wakanda's protector, the Black Panther. Cliffhanger has said that it'll ensure that we craft every aspect of Wakanda, its technology, its heroes, and our own original story with the intention to detail and authenticity that the world of Black Panther deserves. However, Marvel and EA are staying tight-lipped on further details for now. So we'll have to wait and see on further announcements. We can only speculate of what it could be. Alright, so the PS5 Access controller will be out this December with pre-orders beginning July 21st here in the US, and the UK, France, Germany, Belgium, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Italy, Spain, Austria, and Portugal through the PlayStation Store. We have Call of Duty 2023 game has been revealed to basketball players coming from GameSpot. So according to the reports, Activision showed the game to NBA players at the NBA Summer League in Las Vegas that started this past weekend. So here's a little bit of an image that was showed of the demo. But through Warzone. Let me see if I can find something. Let me show you some of the tweets from Charlie Intel. Just give me a second. Okay, let me switch back and show you this. Okay, some of the images shared. Okay, get out of here. There's another image somewhere. Oh, here it is. Whatever you do, tab. That's the best I can do. Actually, no, we could do better. I didn't realize we could zoom in, zoom in. So that's about it. So it's literally just guesswork from now until they make an official announcement of some kind. Okay, close. So speaking of Call of Duty, there's the Boys collab. So it is available now. Let me see. Yeah, has begun July 12th for Season 4 Reloaded. Thank you for that. So I guess that's it for gaming, folks. We'll move on to tech. Alrighty, folks. The first one up is the Galaxy Watch 6 has seemingly leaked by a Premier League player over at the airport. So this is coming from Sam Mobile. So this is it was captured. What's his name? San Hong Min going to Terminal 1 at the Incheon International Airport. He's plays for Tottenham Hotspur. Okay. Here it is, folks. Galaxy Watch 6 Classic. And upon closer inspection, like you could tell, it's not like it's hugging his wrist unlike the previous iterations. So I'm definitely excited for this. I can't wait to the announcement on July 26th on my birthday. Alright, so that's about it. For that, let's close this one and move on to the next one. So Google Play has greenlit NFTs coming from games industry.biz. So Google will now allow developers to include NFTs in their applications on the Google Play Store. Apps that don't adhere to the Google Play's real money gambling games and a contest policy will not be able to accept money for chances to win assets such as cryptocurrency. But yeah. A little bit of an update for you. Speaking of Google, they're working on a next level airplane mode coming from Phone Arena. So they have filed a patent via the World Intellectual Property Organization titled activating a connected flight mode. It is they're apparently let's see. So according to the patent filing and Parkify, more precisely, the triggers that would enable connected flight mode include environmental factors such as drop in pressure, changes in acceleration and velocity, cabin sounds like the noise of the flight engines and altitude dink, ultrasonic airplane beacon signals, various radio signals, and contextual factors such as travel booking activity and check-in status. Once the device determines that you are flying, connected flight mode is activated automatically. The goal here is to shut down radios on your mobile devices while keeping you connected to Bluetooth and the plane's Wi-Fi signals. Currently, if you activate airplane mode on your phone, all connectivity, including Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, are turned off. But if you can access Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, turn them on separately after reactivating airplane mode. But so with the connected flight mode, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connectivity will remain open for use on the plane. Whew, that was a lot to swallow, but yeah. Threads has become Twitter's biggest threat, coming from Engadget. In just under a week, it grew to over 100 million users beating out ChatGPT and TikTok, both previously held the record. Which, of course, I've been on it. Like I've uninstalled the Twitter app on my phone, and I stopped posting on Twitter. I've been posting on Threads. It's a lot cleaner. The interface is a lot better. It won't. And the main thing I like about it is, like, people have more of a conversation on Threads, not just that. Like, it won't compress or make images, make you lose image quality while posting images or videos, unlike Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, coming from Engadget reporting that Twitter has gotten worse in a number of ways since Elon Musk introduced paid verification. But one of the most consistently annoying has been the sharp uptick in DM spams. Now Twitter is saying that it's making a change to cut down on the amount of spammy messages in users' inboxes. That should reduce number of spam messages and DMs with the new setting. Enabled messages from users who you do follow will arrive in your primary inbox, and messages from verified users who you don't follow. Give me a second. I'm reading this tweet from Twitter support. Will be sent to the message request inbox. Users who previously had their permissions set to allow message requests from everyone will be migrated to this new setting, where you can switch back at any time. Alright, Google's Bard AI chatbot has learned to talk, coming from Engadget as well, including the latest round of updates. Users can now have a conversation with the AI in Arabic, Chinese, German, Hindu, and Spanish, amongst others, and is available at more places such as Brazil and across Europe. Speaking of AI, FCC is investigating OpenAI on ChatGPT data collection and publication of false information coming from The Verge. First reported by the Washington Post, FCC sent a 20-page letter to the company earlier this week. The letter requests documents related to developing and training its large language models, as well as data security. So the FCC wants detailed information on how OpenAI vets information used in training for its modules, for its models, and how it prevents false claims from being shown on to ChatGPT users. Alright, so that's about it. We have an update for you on WhatsApp. WhatsApp will now keep your phone number completely private in community chats, finally. Coming from Engadget as well. So according to WhatsApp beta info, as discovered, the WhatsApp is more broadly testing a phone number privacy feature that will feature with beta users enable it and your digits to only be available to community administrators, those you've saved as a contact. So it's been testing for months, and we'll see. So they've been testing a lot of features, usernames. There's another community feature as well, where it's going to be like a broadcast feature. Something it's around that, but your usernames and what have you. So they're working on a lot of things, a lot of new features coming soon. And lastly, we have the Nothing Phone 2. It will be coming to the US starting tomorrow, as this recording July 17th for $5.99. So the Engadget reports it'll have a Snapdragon 8 Plus 1 Generation 1 chip. It'll be 80% faster, 4K video at 60 frames per second, for raw HDR. Photography captures 8 frames and 3 frames like its predecessor. Updated 50 megapixel primary, 50 megapixel ultra wide. Rear cams now have 2x super resolution digital zoom. Front camera will have a 32 megapixel sensor, a larger 6.7 inch screen, 120 Hz LTPO OLED, higher 1600 nit peak brightness, thinner bezels, a tempered 2.5 inch diameter glass back, and the signature lighting on the back is more advanced. But yeah. So that's it for tech, folks, and we move on to entertainment. And the first one up are the 23 Emmy nominations coming from iHeart. So actually, I'm not gonna read it at all. It's a lot. We'll read the gist of it. So it's the 75th Emmy Awards. So The Last of Us and Succession ranked up the most nominations, with the latter show earning a whopping 27 nominations for the final season, and the former earning 24 nominations. The third most nominated show was The White Lotus, which earned 23 nominations, including the most recognized show came from HBO. Other standouts are Game of Thrones prequel House of Dragon, Showtime's Yellow Jackets, and yeah, it'll be live streamed September 18th on Fox at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, in the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles. And next up, we have an update for you from GameSpot in regards to the actor writing strike that has begun. The SAG-AFTRA officially announced that union members are now on strike. The union's national board took a strike vote, and the resolution passed, and it was unanimous. SAG-AFTRA president Fran Drescher and chief negotiator Duncan Crabtree Island discussed the latest developments during a press conference. So that's about it. So hopefully we can get someone on from the SAG or AFTRA. So hopefully to explain all this. Oh, and as I had forgot to mention housekeeping. Since we're talking about having somebody here, the only reason why we haven't had a guest appearance or an interview in a while is because I pretty much talked about this on the last review cast that we uploaded, episode 4. If you did listen to that at the end, I'll give you I'll repeat it for you once again. But nonetheless, the reason why I haven't reached out for a while, I've been trying to bring on numerous guests. I even have a couple of guests lined up, just giving them availability or what have you, giving them a heads up notice, is because we switched DNS providers or web hosting providers for the website for the Theimpactplay, and that caused a conflict in the email. So we've, for the past 2 or 3 months, it's happened, maybe even longer. We switched email providers as well, not email providers, but we had an indirect with a mail provider provided by our original web hosting provider. But since we switched to web hosting providers, I've been in touch with the direct mail hosting provider as well, in order to get this resolved and everything switched over. And then I finally was able to confirm that everything is switched over with ease. Everything's available. Everything is still available as is, but instead of being as not indirectly available, it's then directly available with our mail service, our email service provider, and no issues at all. Everything's working normally. The website is working normally as well with no issues whatsoever. So hopefully, I will send out invites to. I have a couple of guests I have in mind. I'll reach out, and then of course we'll update you guys accordingly, either here on the podcast or on social media. So be following us on Threads, on Instagram, and yeah, that's about it. So thank you guys so much. I guess we'll continue on with the rest of this entertainment news. Next up, we have Superman Legacy is bringing in Anthony Carrigan as Metamorpho from Barry. Thank you, GameSpot, for that. And let's see. And this is an update for you in regards to the SAG-AFTRA strike. So in response to that, filming for Deadpool 3 has stopped. Other movies are Mission Impossible 8, Venom 3, Beetlejuice 2, Marvel Combat 2, and more. Right? We also have because The Flash did so poorly in theaters, PR Newswire reports that Warner Brothers Home Entertainment, in partnership with content blockchain provider Illuvio, announced that the next installment of the WB Movieverse with the newest DC superhero, The Flash, has been available for preview at web3.wb.com and opening for purchase on July 18th. It is the third WB Movieverse release following the Superman Web3 movie experience and The Lord of the Rings: The Fellowship of the Ring Extended Edition. So that's all it is. You're trying to make as much money as you can. Alright. It's just a money grab. So that's it for entertainment, folks. We can move on to some sports. And the first one up is the 2023 WA All-Star weekend that did happen. Coming from CBS Sports. Wow. So we have Team Stewart cruise to our 143 win over Team Wilson to 126 in the All-Star game on Saturday night in Las Vegas. Jewel Lloyd was the star of the show, setting an All-Star scoring record with 31 points to lead Team Stewart to victory. She won MVP. All right, moving on to whatever happened. So that's literally it. Oh wait, we got so the 3-point contest. New York Liberty guard Sabrina Ionescu won with an all-time hot streak during the WNBA 3-point contest. And nextly, so she is the new 3-point champion. So let's see. 3-point contest, we did that. Next, not interested. We did that already. Skills, let's see. We have Team Aces. Let's see. Ugh, I hate these tweets. So the Aces won 45 seconds. Let's see. What else we got? I think that's it. Yeah, that's all we got for that update for you for the WNBA All-Star Weekend. All right, and next up we have CBS Sports also reporting that Lionel Messi has joined Inter Miami. In a groundbreaking move, global soccer icon Lionel Messi has joined Inter Miami after his contract expired with Paris Saint-Germain at the end of June. So he already has moved to Miami because he was spotted in a Florida Publix, I believe. All right, and lastly, we have the 2023 Scottish Open. And it's taking place. So we, in regards to, I guess, the leads, we have Rory McIlroy, minus 13. Number 2, Tom Kim at minus 12. 3, Brian Harman and Tommy Fleetwood at minus 11. 5, Scotty. Wow, that's a lot of names. Actually, that's only like 3 names. Scotty Scheffler, Shane Lowry, JT Poston, Eric Cole, and Young on at minus 10. Alright, so that's it for sports, folks, and move on to some esports. Let's see. We have esports Romanian official medal sport at excuse me, the Asian Games Aichai Nagoya 2026 Premier Games biz. Okay, so that's it for that. Next up, we have the Apex Legends Global Series playoffs. And we have all the teams that have qualified for the 2023 Apex Legends Global Series Championship coming from DLT Esports. So the championship will, Euro 3 championship will take place September 6th or the 10th, and in the UK. So for North America, we have TSM, NRG, Exit, LG Chivas, Dark Zero Esports, Complexity, Sentinels, 100 Thieves, Optic Gaming, Oxygen Esports, and Face Clan. For the EMEA, we have Alliance, Ascend, Element 6, Pioneers, J-Lings Esports, Fire Beavers, APOC, and Fnatic, Ganbear, Otessan, Realize, Enterforce 36, Polvorex, FC Destroyed, Riddle Order. For the APEC S, we have Moist Esports, Onic Esports, Dreamfire, BL, VKHVND, Tom Yun Kong. For South America, we have Team Singularity. And speaking of Apex Legends, Watson has retired from the competitive scene. Coming from DO2 Esports. One of the most influential players in all of Apex is hanging up his mouse and keyboard. Following Fior's exit from the 2023 ALGS split to playoffs, Jacob Watson McMillan announced his competitive retirement. Alright, next up we have Cloud9 forming a super team for CS2. Coming from DO2 Esports. They have added former Anatis Vincier stars Electronic and Perfecto for the second part of the 2023 season, and most notably for the release of CS2. We have AFK Gaming reporting on the PUBG World Invitational, the main event, the main tournament, day 2. So I guess the rankings are as follows: Vampire Esports as the number 1, followed by 6 to 8. Number 2, number 3, Alpha Esports, 4, Alter Ego Iris, and number 5, GK Esports. Alright. And next up we have the Sky Esports Skirmish series for the BGMI. Team Big Brother Esports has emerged victorious. Right, and we have a quick recap for you for the Gamers 8 Rainbow Six Siege 2023 group stage coming from AFK Gaming. It's organized by the Saudi Esports Federation. Gamers 8 23 kicked off July 6th. Will come to a close August 31st. It began. So, the tournament began July 13th, and the group stage will conclude the 14th. So, it did conclude. So. So the 4 teams that are moving on to the playoffs are as follows. We have M80 Team Falcons, Team BDS, and W7M Esports. And now we have more confirmed details on the S8UL Esports Gaming Festival that we did discuss briefly on our, I believe, last week's show, if not mistaken. So it's scheduled to take place July 29th or the 30th. Unforgettable experience, biggest names from Seoul Esports, and offers an immersive and engaging environment. Let's see. So there will be gaming competitions. That's pretty much it. Like a normal festival. Next, or should I say, lastly, we have Quest Esports has parted ways with AFT due to contractual issues coming from AFK Gaming. Alright, that's it for esports. Now I'm going to move on to music. So, Lil Durk has been hospitalized for a week coming from iHeart, according to TMZ. The Chicago rapper found himself hospitalized last week after he felt sick in Ohio. He was in the hospital as a precaution. The doctor ultimately decided that he was in a more serious condition and was treated for severe hydration and exhaustion before he was released. But yeah. So hopefully he doesn't overexert himself. Right, next up we have Jay-Z. His Sean Carter Foundation has raised $20 million at the 20th anniversary gala in New York. Thank you, Billboard, for that. Billboard also reports Taylor Swift kept Timeless in the vault for 13 years, then brought it to the stage just a week after its release on Speaking Now, Taylor's version. Alright, next up we have Billboard Fan Army Face Off. What is this? Second round is going on now. Let's see. Round 2 will continue through July 19th, and 16 fan armies will remain for round 3. Alright, we have Boba reporting that Walk the Moon have announced they're going on an indefinite hiatus. So it looks like they're taking an emotional break. So may they have a good recovery and come back strong. Now we have the 2023 Global Citizen Festival lineup coming from iHeart. So we have Red Hot Chili Peppers and Lauryn Hill are headlining the event. We have performances by Megan Thee Stallion, Stray Kids, and more. We have iHeart also reporting that the Barbie soundtrack has finally been, the full soundtrack has finally been unveiled. It'll be available the 21st, at the same day as the movie. So we have Lizzo, Pink, Dua Lipa, Dance the Night, Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice and Aqua, Barbie World, Charlie XCX, Speed Drive, Karol G and Aldo Ranks, Watati, Billie Eilish, What Was I Made For, Tim Impala, Journey to the Real World, Ryan Gosling, I'm Just Ken, Dominic Fike, Hey Blondie, HAIM Home, Sam Smith, Man I Am, The Kid Laroi, Forever and Again, Khaled, Silver Platter, Pink Paintress, Angel, Kaylee in Butterflies, Ava Max, Choose Your Fighter, 50/50 and Kali and Barbie Dreams. So if you're excited for any of these songs or for the full playlist in general, be sure to let us know on social or leading us some reading mail, which we'll talk to about in a bit towards the end of the show. We would love to hear your feedback on this album. We have Mr. Wive's newest album, Nosebleed, is available now. Thank you, iHeart, for that. iHeart also reports that Dave Eve's new album is available now. With collabs with Ghostface Killah, Jadakiss, Corduroy, and G-Eazy. We have John Cook is mature and grown. His debut solo. 7 away, I'm lost. So it looks like he released a song out of his album, right? That's what it's looking like. Okay, so let me read this article. Friday, his first solo single, 7, has arrived with a surprise feature with one of the most America's hottest rappers, Lato. Why do you put mature and grown in quotations? Doesn't make any sense. So he pretty much just released a single. Usher is teasing a new single from his upcoming album. Remy Marty ad. So Remy Marty dropped his latest commercial featuring The Good Life, a singer in the clip. Usher Raymond sips on a glass. Da 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 da. Yeah, City Girl Jay-Z dropped a new solo song after launching the new Bars Reform program coming from iHeart. I Need a Suck. No bars. Okay, we have Troye Sivan has announced her first album in 5 years, coming from iHeart. And so, her third studio album, Something to Give Each Other, will drop on October 13th. Next up, we have King Von's second posthumous album. So, his estate released his new project, Grandson. All right, and next up we have Post Malone's. Let's see. Post Malone's Overdrive, Chiva Savers Rush, and that's about it. And Karol G and S91. And lastly, we have the top 5 out of Billboard's Hot 100 chart as the week of July 16th. So number 1, let me refresh this. We have Olivia Rodrigo's Vampire. Number 2 is Last Night by Morgan Wallen. Number 3 is Luke Combs' Fast Car. Number 4 is Rima and Selena Gomez's Calm Down. And number 5 is Flowers by Miley Cyrus. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys are interested in sending some reading mail, here's how you can contact us. We want to know your feedback, your thoughts, and questions you may have for us by sending us reading mail on the Discord server. Link of voice note or on Theimpactplay by leaving us a voice note at you're talking about voice note or email to readmail@theimpactplay.com, or even if you guys listen to us on Spotify. After each and every episode, there'll be a question asking us for your feedback on that particular episode. Listen to your thoughts. Your feedback will either be read live or read live here on the show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate every single one of you. If you guys are interested in joining us, supporting us even more, you can hit the subscribe button over at Twitch, on YouTube, hit the follow button on social media, and you'll join our Discord server to join the conversation offline and even finding out how to support us even more. So leave us your review on your favorite platform. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate every single one of you. Have a good one, and we'll see you all next time around. Assalamu alaikum. Nos vemos. We are out.